Poor Choices Kitchen, Backed Up 2021 continues with more cheese. We are doing a grilled cheese, what did you call it, BLT? Grilled cheese BLT?
Yeah, but that's technically no lettuce.
Well, when we said the L was like lots of cheese.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. We're doing a grilled cheese BLT, bacon, lettuce, and the L stands for lots of cheese.
You gotta do that again. You said bacon, lettuce, and lots of cheese. Nothing about the tomatoes.
I know, right? We are doing a grilled BLT. We are doing a grilled cheese pesto BLT. That's bacon, tomato, and L stands for lots of cheese. Your dietary track is gonna love this. This is a quick and easy recipe that you can do, and you don't even need a grill for this. We're using a griddle today for this recipe, but you can do this in your oven. You can do this on a cast iron skillet. It would be really good on the grill, I will say that. Probably better than all that other stuff. But you gotta look out for you guys because everybody doesn't have expensive grills on the roof. So we're gonna make this together. It's gonna be awesome, amazing. Throw your summer 2021 body goals out the window if you haven't already, because I certainly have. Like most grilled cheese recipes, it's not a lot of components to it. So for this particular recipe, we've got some sourdough bread, we've got our sliced mozzarella, we've got bacon, we've got 1 heirloom tomato, we're gonna make a garlic butter for the bread, and then we've got our homemade pesto sauce. And if you watched last week's video, that's where this recipe comes from, minus the heavy cream. And if you haven't watched last week's episode, you should go do that so you can learn how to make this pesto sauce. Because once you start making your own pesto sauce from scratch, it's really hard to go back to the store-bought stuff. Also, they charge way too much for the pesto in the store. It's like a shot's worth of pesto, and it's like $7. Like, you don't do that. Let me move my Poor Choice out the way because some of you called me out again. I should do a thing where it's like, if I don't mention what I'm drinking for that episode, I give you like a free, something, I don't know, I'll figure it out. This is just a nice little red wine to go with said grilled cheese pesto BLT. Very red. All right, so let's start with our butter. I've let it sit at room temp for a little bit. To that, I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of this Cattleman's Grill Italiano seasoning. You can just use any type of Italian seasoning, but I like this one because again, it's more on the coarse side. And it's just a nice texture. I have got 2 garlic cloves here. Now, I'm gonna actually microplane these because I mentioned this in another video. The more you break down garlic, the stronger the garlic flavor is going to be. Because we're making a garlic butter, we want it to be super, super garlicky, but not like that bad kind where you can't talk to nobody for the rest of the day. And if you're sitting there and you're like, I really don't feel like doing all that work, just throw it through a garlic press. I won't tell on you. Your secret's safe with me.
Your secret's
with me. If I can get this out of the paper. Feeling that drink already.
How long does it take to unwrap some garlic?
Microplane. And we're just gonna take it and just break it down as much as we can. To this, we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of some grated Parmesan. About 2 teaspoons. Caesar, stop whining. It's my dog. Either whining or humping, which I guess is most people in life. And then lastly to this, we're gonna add 1/4 cup of just a good olive oil, and then we will tiny whisk it together. Really, no tiny whisk. Now, when this is more room temperature, it's even easier to do, but I didn't have a lot of time today, so I'm just gonna get to stirring and mixing, and eventually this will come together and not be stuck on here making me look like an asshole. So give me 1 minute and this will come together. All right, and after a little bit of work, we've got our butter here. Now, you could let it chill and use it for other things, but other applications, but I'm gonna use it almost right away for our sourdough. But this is just the garlic butter with some other herbs in there, so that's there. All right, let's start to assemble our sandwiches because we've got most of our components together. Starting with some good fresh sourdough bread. And the order in which you do things kind of matters for this, just for less mess. So we're just taking our pesto here and we're putting it on our bread. Put as much or as little as you want. Let's get our cheese on. And this is just a fresh sliced mozzarella. I like this kind because when it melts, it's more of the gooier type. Just gonna take a couple of slices of this mozzarella, as you can see. It's been taken care of for us. I'm gonna take some bacon that I've already cooked, throw that on like thus. And then I've just got a nice little heirloom tomato right here. You can use any tomato. I just saw this at the store today and I was like, yes, gigantic tomato. To this other piece of bread, we're going to take some more pesto, just hit that top side. And then we're gonna take our butter that we just made and we're just gonna hit the top of this. Don't be shy. about putting butter on this. And we're gonna hit this side right now. And when we put it onto our griddle, we're gonna butter the other side. I'm gonna take this and I'm going to put it down like that. Then while that side is going, I'm gonna hit this side with butter because we are gonna flip this. I mean, that's really just it. This is one of the easiest recipes I think you'll find on this channel. Unless I teach you guys how to boil water. I might do that video one day. We have let this go for about a good 7 minutes, but now we're gonna take it, flip it over. Yeah, that's a good brown crust right there. And then, because I really want this cheese to start melting, I'm just gonna take this bowl here that I have. Hit my head on this finally. It only took like 8 videos to do it, but I'm gonna take this bowl right here, and I'm just gonna place it over top. Let it do its thing. And then we're just gonna wait another 5 minutes or so, we'll check on it. At this point, I'm really just wanting that cheese to start melting, but I don't wanna burn the other side. So it's kind of like which one finishes first. Oh, I can't wait to eat this. So let's take a peek here. Already looks fantastic. Our cheese is definitely melted. That's the big reason why we had that on. I'm gonna take a look at the underside of it because our top side is definitely toasted. I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna call this one done. Let's get it over to our cutting board. Let's see if we can make this look pretty. Got a knife. Right down the middle. Push it together and then let's turn it out. Maybe not. Oh, that's burning my fingers though. And that is said sandwich. Now, I'm going to be wise, sir, than I normally am. I'm gonna let it cool down. It's really, really hot. Fingerprints, completely gone. So we'll come back in a second and we'll partake of our summer body destroying sandwiches. So you guys know I'm gonna think it's delicious because obviously this is not the first time I've made this sandwich, but I gotta try it on camera. So first off, let's see if we can get that crunch. I'm gonna explain something to you guys in a second. Lately, what I've been doing with my pesto sauce, I've been putting lemon zest in there. Just like a little extra something to brighten it up. I was telling Lewis earlier, I was like, man, like that's like my new like secret ingredient is putting lemon zest in my pesto sauce. So as soon as I took a bite of this, I got that lemon zest, but like the right amount. And I was like, yo, that's so good. I've made this sandwich a bunch of times, but I've never had that type of pesto. I used to use the store-bought kind. So that's why I was like, wow, that is really, really, really good. I'm actually gonna make some more because there's no way I can just have one and be like, yeah, fine. That butter, some people put mayo on their grilled cheese bread, which is totally fine. It gives it like a nice little like twang to it. But as far as just like a good herbed butter on your bread, oh man, you can't defeat that. Other than that, Poor Choices Kitchen, hope you enjoyed this one. This is a quick recipe, but still a goodie. You're gonna love it.